hectic. Hectic.
Hi guys, so this is my other job. I'm a producer, 12 to 3 Mondays to Fridays on Gagasi FM, and my show is called The Big Bang, 12 to 3. Tune in. So when I jump on the mornings, I get here at like 10:30. I look at my social medias, I look at newspapers, I look at what's happening in the world. I watch the news even in the mornings before I leave my place, just to check what's currently happening, what's trending, what people are talking about, so I can draft my show around that, so we can always be current and be fresh and obviously funky. You know, coming from a small background, from a small town, and you come to a big city, and your dreams don't even seem like they are possible when you're that side. But guys, I mean, if you dream and if you work towards your dream, obviously everything is possible. I used to look up to DJ Zinhle. She's from Danhauser, really, really close to Dundee. And I used to say to myself, if she could do it, I most definitely can do it.
Working with Thozama, it's actually nice. She's very young and full of ideas as well. It's always nice to work with young people. I'm young, I'm not that old. Look at me, hey, I'm not that old, but yeah, it's always nice to work with some young blood so that they can bring that youthfulness within the show as we work together. So it's nice to work with her. I like her level of thinking and her ideas as well. They're always up to the point, you know.
So once all of that is done, and I'm sure that I've got everything that I need for the day, I then sit around the computer and I formulate a script, an actual script that my DJ has to follow. And it consists of exactly what he needs to do. It will show him that at this specific time, he'll speak about this topic, he will take calls, I will screen calls and make sure that people are actually answering the questions that we ask, and then I send them to him. I type it to him via this computer and he gets it that side, and it's like, okay, on line 1, we have this person, and then he jumps onto line 2 and line 3 and so forth. But then everything that you hear within the 3 hours of the Big Bang, it is done by myself. I need to formulate the music, I need to formulate the order you hear the music, I need to formulate the guests, I need to make sure when the guests get here, they're here on time, they know they're talking about, they prepped and they briefed.
She's such an interesting girl, you know, because at her age as well, she's very young. I didn't know how old she was when we were introduced for us to work together. And I was very shocked to find out that she's very young. She was like 21. I was like, ah, such a kid. I'm going to be working with a kid. And there's so many funny stories about Thozama. The fact that also she's very young. And when we talk, she always listen and get a man's perspective. You know, me, I just tell it like it is. And she's always find that maybe they think I'm brutal like that, but she knows me. I don't know. What can I say about Thozama? She's such a good girl. That's all. Because she doesn't drink as well. She's just she's very focused on her studies as well. And so I think she's such a funny yet a very calm chick. You know, she comes from a very good, decent background, I think, because of how she behaved and how she conducted herself and how she holds herself as well.
You know, it's thought that media is a very male-dominated industry there, especially in production. It's just guys. But it's not impossible. It's not impossible for girls. If you want to, study for it. And it's possible. Here we're doing it, man. I mean, I'm only 21 years old and I'm a big radio producer. So it's definitely possible. And it's a wrap. Goodbye.
Hectic. Hectic.